What's important to me today is that there is a process of Islamization coming on. This is what Buhari is doing. And when you see the attack from Benue, Plateau down to the southeast, these are the hardcore, strong areas of Christianity in the south of Nigeria. Once they are demonized, once they are reduced in strength, ask me, what are Nigeria people doing in the southeast? What is Nigeria doing in the southeast? People in the north have been warning me that we are talking about election. Something much more serious is coming. Because he wake up one morning and declare a state of emergency. His military is all over the place. His herdsmen have taken over the whole southeast. Our people will wake up and you don't even know where to run to. You won't remember that Peter Obi or Atiku, anybody is running for presidency. He has a different agenda. This is why he's not interested in the killings in his country. Killings will be happening and he jumps into a plane to travel abroad. Tinubu has not visited the southeast. Not in primary, before primary or after that. He's not interested. Instead, his deputy, his vice presidential candidate said that Peter Obi will be an Igbo president, not a Nigerian president. What an utterance for people, somebody to make. He shows you the inner thinking against my people. Why must he say that Peter Obi will be an Igbo president? Why? Why makes that kind of statement public? This is a man who harbored and developed Boko Haram. Boko Haram leaders were caught at the State House of Borno State in Abuja here, and nothing has happened. Nobody has questioned him.
Well, he has denied that he harbored or he has anything.
But did he deny that the person, that EFCC did not arrest the person in his lodge? He didn't deny that. He didn't deny that. The man, the government, the police in this country arrested the man in his lodge. Did he deny that? When the Boko Haram started, when he was governor in Borno State, he should tell us how it started. Why up to today, it's now a good business in this country. That violence has spread everywhere. What will they use when campaign starts next month to tell Nigerians why we must vote for them? Records. Records help me. Every morning, in the past 5 years, when I wake up in the morning, there's a program on AIT. They conduct a Catholic Mass. And after that, there's a program for 15 minutes called Light of the Nation. If you listen to that program, you'll be a better Nigerian. Whether you're a Catholic, an Anglican, a Muslim, it's been a point of duty for me to listen to that program. It motivates me spiritually to at least be honest to myself. And I say this in realization of the fact that people, especially in my region, in my zone, live on a lot of beliefs and passions, not factual truth. Until you remove passion from the fact, then you start seeing clearly. And I say this because the P2B saga is a young man I love so much. I don't think politically anybody has done for him what I did. I was chairman of PDP and declared on national television that he was the one who won the election and not Chris Ngige. And Obasanjo and the national chairman then called me on emergency. I said, what did I do this? And I explained to them why I did what I did. By the time I said that, I didn't know who P2B was. A few days later, he came to my house with now late Chief Jacob Nwokolo, one prominent Anambrarian one prominent Anambrarian from Abagana. And he said, you mean you have not met? I said, I've never seen him. I'm just seeing him for the first time. What I just told you, I said it about 2-3 months ago at the PDP zonal meeting in Enugu. P2B was sitting down, our 2 governors were sitting down, and every other prominent person. I said, I address issues based on facts. Because I looked at the behavior pattern of Chris Ngige. I said, no, we knew what we did to make him governor. And you cannot steal from those who stole for you and run away. That was how they attempted to abduct him. But that aside, Peter was handed over ABGA by Chief Odumegwu Ojukwu. The concept of Ojukwu doing that was for him to organize the rest of the Igbos. That it is now, it appears to him impossible that we can get anything out of this country. Let us look inwards, like the Chinese did, and develop our place. Use the resources, human and material God has given us, and develop our place. Leave Nigeria for the moment. Because like if you go to Ecclesiastes 3, 1-9, it says there's a time for everything under the sun. A time to live, a time to die, a time to do this, a time. So we read that and we take it for granted. There's a time for everything. Nigeria says we are not part of it. short of putting it in their constitution, they have virtually told us, and this government has emphasized it more, that we are not part of the system. Only yesterday on your news, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria was consoling the government and people of Niger Republic that 5 Niger Republic people and some policemen were killed in the southeast in their duty post. In their duty post on AIT News yesterday. And I said, the people started calling me, what is the business of Niger Republic people in their duty post in southeast Nigeria? That was when I knew. Because people had told me before now that look at everything Buhari is doing towards Nigeria, building rail line, everything he's doing, that he's from Nigeria. And I called a lot of people, what is going on in this country? For the first time, people were killed, and he's showing condolence. He felt so sad that he instructed Ohaneze, everybody to investigate and let him know who killed them. What happened? But thousands of people have died in Plateau, in Benue, in Southeast. He has never even offered condolence to any state government about any deaths caused.
Well, he does put out statements, Chief Danula.
Well, that they're on top of the situation. On top of situation is not a condolence message. We have seen them on top of every situation. His state, Katsina State is overtaken now with violence. He's on top of the situation. I think yesterday the senator representing him resigned from APC and joined PDP. He's on top of the situation. So what I'm saying in effect, Peter's presidency, exciting to me because I know him personally. Achievable is what I want him to prove. Because what he's doing now is what he would have done a year ago. And I mean consultation. We have 5 governors, 2 APC governors, 2 PDP governors, and 1 APGA governor. They all have candidates for the various elections coming up next year. Peter is running for presidency. He now has candidates in all those elections. So people are now asking us, disobedient, where do we stop disobedience? Is it on Peter or on the candidates following him down the line? This is why he now has problem in the southeast. Because if he had had consultation with his colleagues, they would have sat down to say, now, Peter, what is the achievability of what you're looking at? Because of my interest in him, I had to go to the north. I went to the 3 zones in the north. I had the singular privilege, with due humility, that I have been state chairman of 2 national parties. I did the June 12th election as chairman of NRC in Anambra State. I was chairman of party as Ngiga was governor. 2 critical stages in the life of Anambra people. So I went calling all my friends in the north. What is the possibility of my brother becoming president? And they laugh at me. He says, is it the one you people are doing on internet? You win on internet. What did you people do in Osun State? Where they had a candidate who ran for governorship, only won his polling booth, lost his ward, lost his local government, not to the rest is history.
But does that affect the
well, what I'm saying, that is where the sympathy begins. This is an indigent. If they couldn't trust their own son who was running for governor, what is their business with Peter? Because the last program I had here, I warned about Igboizing or Yorubanizing or Fulanizing the process. That is now where we're going to. The Igbo traders in Lagos closed market to register to vote for Peter. Now Yorubas are reorganizing. The Fulani houses are reorganizing. That was what I discovered in the north. So, and I was wondering, how then will he win? Assuming he gets most of the vote in the southeast, where will the other votes come to give him 25% in at least 24 states?
But how does all of this affect, the ambitions of the PDP candidate,
this is what I'm coming to, because I said traditionally, the southeast has been a PDP stronghold, all true. Now, and Peter, until recently, was the top member of PDP. He was the leader of PDP in Anambra State. And up to now, he's our leader. He hasn't told us that he has left us. He hasn't officially told, at least he hasn't told me. And we haven't nominated a new leader. He's our leader.
Even though you see on TV...
I see on TV he's running for president. He hasn't called me personally, as close as I am with him. He hasn't called me personally.
But he did resign.
Well, that is his business. There are processes he has to do locally before going national. Because people have suffered for him. People have taken risk on his behalf. With the least we expected him to do is to call us on a meeting. You don't need to offer lunch. And say for reasons 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we started getting worried. When Atiku was declaring in Abuja here, P2B attended the declaration. Not only did he attend, he took up the microphone and said Atiku was the greatest human being to unite Nigeria. He gave 4 adjectives supporting Atiku. And people started asking me, does he want to be vice presidential candidate again? I said, I don't have an answer. 2 days after, he went and declared his own presidency. Campaign will start next month. I want to, when people ask him, of all the positive adjectives he used on Atiku, how then will you start comparing yourself with him? How then do you start saying you perform better? Then, when you have said the best things anybody could say about a candidate. In fact, he did the election for Atiku Abubakar. So the danger of what he's doing, if our people are sympathetic to vote for him, it's equivalent to voting for Tinubu. Because to touch a core part of PDP, which is the Southeast, and they vote for Peter, and there's no way that vote leads us to victory, it's an advantage to Tinubu to win. Because I don't see the hard points of APC where he's going to touch. First election has happened in Osun, they failed woefully. The votes he will get in Lagos will be called Igbo votes. They might be up to 20-25%. Put the date I'm saying this today and see what the rest of Yorubas will do when election. Because for them now it's turning tribal. Every group is now defending their own people. So if we assume we defend Peter, where will he lead us to? We'll be removed more from the government, we will not be part of the system. But in PDP, not only is Atiku positive for us, he's married an Igbo woman, has about 4 or 5 children from her, and we have an Igbo adage, not going over here, your in-law is your God or your chi. That's that once you marry a woman from Igbo land, you're part and parcel of us. And here's a vice presidential candidate, brilliant medical doctor, former senator, Fana Saba, called Igbo boy. So at least we have, my people say, if you can, instead of your cow running away from you, if it's the tail, cut it and hold it and know that at least you have part of the cow. In APC, we have no touching point at all. But like I said, I spoke with 2 or 3 governors before I came into Abuja yesterday, and I asked them, please, for the sake of our people, call you 5 governors, sit down and call Peter to a meeting. The 5 of you with him. Let him tell you people, there might be things he knows that we don't know. To tell you people how he will use our votes to get votes from other parts of the country to win. And I'm asking our senators, please, 15 of you from the Southeast, call Peter Obi and sit him down. Let him tell us how he's not a personal thing. Presidency is not a local government chairman or running for governor. You're talking of being president of the whole Federal Republic of Nigeria. And your people must be seen to be behind you, seriously, because he's a very competent, credible person. So if there's nothing he's hiding somewhere, so why is he doing this alone? I have not seen one prominent Igbo man, not one, that has joined him either in visiting any states, and he's only visiting PDP governors. I haven't seen him with any APC governor yet. If I'm wrong, I apologize. So what I'm saying is that if that vote will be given, if it is given to him, it's not managed to victory, it becomes a serious detrimental effect to Igbos elsewhere in this country, especially those trading in Alaba market and other markets in Lagos.